Every home for sale gets marketed to thousands of home buyers and realtors all at the same time. When two or more buyers make offers on the same house, there's a lot of confusion and misunderstanding on how offers are presented to sellers by both home buyers and less experienced buyer agents too. Real estate agent Linda Kraft is here to help us all out. So when you make an offer on the house, you not always know that there are multiple offers sitting out there, right?
That's correct. It is totally up to the seller whether or not they want to give their listing agent permission to disclose that. So I always tell my buyer agents, make sure that you give feedback instantly on CSS that you're bringing an offer, because that will go to the seller and he may hold up on negotiations until you get a chance to get your offer in.
Okay, and the house is still on the market while you're negotiating, right?
Boy, that's the part people forget all the time. You know, they find this home, they write up an offer, and they just think they have all the time in the world. But that home is still being advertised, it's still being shown, and other offers can come in. So you want to hurry up. And you want to make sure that you have technology like DocuSign to hurry up and get those contracts signed.
And some people may think that, oh, I got my offer in first, so mine is going to be considered first. That isn't necessarily the case.
No, being first is good because you at least maybe have an opportunity to get a counteroffer or some sort of response, but it doesn't guarantee that you've got a reservation. So just know that the whole time the house is for sale and other offers can come in.
Can a seller counter two different buyers at the same time?
They cannot. That would be illegal. So typically what will happen is the seller's agent will communicate to the buyer agents that we would like to have your highest and best. Now, highest and best doesn't necessarily mean that the price is the only thing that matters. Don't forget the best. And so when that occurs, you want to look at everything in the offer and see what you can do to make it more favorable, because what the seller wants more than anything is peace of mind that you're going to get to the finish line. The finish line is a closing, and once you get an offer accepted, you're only halfway there. So there's a lot of things in that offer that's very, very important to both the listing agent and the seller. In fact, I have a blog that's got a lot of detailed tips of what you can write in every blank to make it look a lot better.
Okay, you might think that the highest offer, well, obviously that's the one that the seller is going to accept, but not necessarily.
Many times the seller will accept the offer that gives them that peace of mind, that you know that you're going to get to the finish line with the closing. Because if you bid up a home and it's way above list price, you probably haven't won because it won't appraise, and then the deal falls apart. So sellers and listing agents are looking for realistic offers from buyers that are well qualified. So things like, who did you get your qualification letter from? Is it pre-qualified or is it pre-approved? And is it a lender that a listing agent is aware of that closes a lot of deals, or is it somebody they've never heard of or some online thing? You're not going to win a bidding war with something like that. And then also, who is the buyer agent on the other end? That listing agent is looking for someone that knows how to close deals. So if you're a new agent and you've written up the contract and you've left blanks off, and I mean, you just know instantly this is probably somebody that a good chance we're not going to get to the finish line, so they will move to a more experienced agent that's been able to close a lot of transactions because of peace of mind for the seller that you're going to get to closing.
Again, getting to the finish line. Okay, let's talk about counter offers. They don't have to be in writing, right?
This is the thing that probably disturbs buyers the most, is that they've negotiated an offer, they have a verbally accepted contract between them and the seller, and another offer comes in and they lose it. And they're so upset. It's like, well, we had a deal. I mean, you said you accepted my offer. It is not a contract until it's signed, sealed, and delivered to all parties, which means a buyer, when they make an offer, they really need to hurry up. They don't want to, go to a double matinee and watch 2 movies and not be reached. They need to do the deal, get it signed using DocuSign. Being quick is very, very important.
Okay, how do you win a house in a multiple offer without paying too much?
And many people, whenever they hear that there's a multiple offer, the buyers just back off. They are so scared. They're afraid that they're going to be in a bidding war, kind of like an auction. Where you get all excited and you end up paying too much for junk. But the price is not the only thing that matters. It's all of the other things that happen afterwards. So we've had an attorney draft for us a multiple offer addendum, which is basically an acceleration clause, where the buyer sits down and they're going to say to our buyer agent, this is what I'm comfortable paying, but this is what I'd like to offer. Well, many times in a multiple offer, you just forget what you wanted to offer and you go straight to your highest and best. With this particular addendum, it allows our clients to be able to write an offer they're comfortable with and hope that they get accepted, but also give them that peace of mind, because they need that too, that we have a cap and you're not going to pay too much.
Wealth of knowledge as always. Linda, thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.
If you or anyone you know is planning to buy a house this year, put an expert negotiator on your side by contacting Linda Craft and her highly trained team at 919-235-0007 or visit lindacraft.com.